You're not going to 15 freaking calls in the first week. Stay tuned to figure out how our new FlowChat member got this done. I actually just got off another call. I'm Chris, CEO, co-founder of FlowChat. And on this call, it's just the most common thing. We all want more leads, more sales, but not just any leads, qualified leads. And look, you might be further along in your journey. Like Chris, we're doing $100,000, $200,000 per month. You got your systems in place. That's fantastic. But this is still something that we all think about. We all need to keep a pulse on, our eye on, because it is the engine that drives our entire business. And today we get to go behind the curtains with a fellow FlowChat member that you need to meet. Her name is Brooke. She booked 15, with her and her team, booked 15 calls in the first week. Listen, booking calls with FlowChat is easy. In the first 24 hours, you can get to work and get results. If you've been ever feeling stuck with this, with no marketing, no sales funnels, bots, widgets, someone's challenges, all the different things, this is the answer. You can move forward and you can get results and build 6-figure months just on this one process alone. And so, Brooke, I'm so excited to have the conversation with you today. And thank you for taking some time with us. How you doing?
Doing so good. I'm so excited to chat about this.
Yes. So we're going to go right to the post right here. This is what Brooke posts and led to some of this conversation. I just want you guys to know, look at this. We can even zoom in. I just found out about this feature a little bit ago with Brooke. She posts this. This is April 27th, right? And so recently, based on the time of this recording, I just had to share I am in love with FlowChat. Just got in on Thursday. In her first 5 days, how many did you book?
So 8 in the first 5 days and 15 in the first week. So
awesome. So she finished strong with the remaining 2 days from the time of this post. And there's still a lot that's happened from just this post. Obviously, it's been a little bit now since you've been in with FlowChat. And fill us in so everyone can hear.
Yeah. So we booked those 15 calls, and it was the thing that I want to point out here is, like, I have been running ads on Facebook to get booked calls for 7 years now. I've spent over $1 million on Facebook ads.
I didn't realize it was that much.
So I know what it is. It's crazy. So I was doing the math, and what I would have paid in Facebook ads to get 15 book calls was $3,500. So, like, let that sink in.
Moment of silence. Yeah. And you come in week 1, boom, let's go. And your sales are rolling in now too. Cause it was like, I know there was like a model shift. We're going to stay tuned, watch till the end. Brooke's got some really cool stuff she's going to be sharing of what she's been up to. The idea of this content is to bring you guys behind the scenes. So she'll share how she booked these calls with us so we can go replicate the same thing in our own business. And then Brooke handles even more than that, which is why you want to pay attention to what she has to share. So how did you get it done, Brooke? How did you book the calls?
So, I mean, we did like the normal stuff that you talk about, like go into groups and bring them into your pipeline and stuff like that, which then I was like, okay, there's a lot of people that I need to qualify through here. And there was a lot of garbage that I'm like, nope, so I thought, how can I get the people that I want to raise their hands in the group? So okay. My offer is for coaches that create courses and have memberships. So I just went into a bunch of groups where I knew my avatar was hanging out, and I did a post that said, I'm looking to connect with other coaches that create courses. That was it. That's all I did in the post.
$1 million post right there.
Then all the people who commented on it, and there were people who were tagging other coaches and stuff like that, which made it even better, because then I couldn't pull those people into FlowChat, but it was easy to find them, add them into FlowChat. Then my first message was, hey, so-and-so just referred me to you.
Perfect.
So it was super easy to create a conversation, and everyone that I talked to was qualified. So it took so much less time to qualify the people because I already knew they were qualified.
Hold on a second, Brooke. Let me make sure I'm hearing this right. You mean if you're just honest with people and just tell them what you're looking for, then they'll respond and it goes well? I'm looking to connect with coaches that do core. Oh, cool. I know that thought. I can do this. I would love to refer you and bring you new buyers. Like, that's freaking awesome. I love it. Okay, so you're doing a post in a group. And then you're connecting with those people, reaching out. Hey, so and so referred. It's a very natural conversation. We love to play. That's why you're such a powerful example. I appreciate you coming out to share this with more people, because sometimes it goes the other direction. It goes cold. I got to spam people. It's like, actually, no, you don't. You don't have to. Do you like it? Does anyone like it? No one does. So this is like just such a powerful example. Now, as this is going, you're not doing this by yourself. What does this look like? Let's bring the team into the picture, because that's true to your story. Who's doing what?
So I have a sales manager, and she does like all of our sales calls and stuff. And she like is loving FlowChat too. And so we both were going through the leads, but it was all because we were testing out different offers too, to see, okay, if we book a call, what is the thing that's going to actually make people say, yes, I want to buy? So I was focusing on one offer and one messaging, and she was focusing on another offer.
That's how you did it.
Messaging. And then we could be like, okay, how many calls are you booking? How many am I booking? How many are you closing? How many am I closing? So we can test things a little bit faster, so we can get to sales faster.
So that's interesting you say that, because faster, like the speed. For Sean and I, and in this case specifically Bruno, Sean and I, when bringing any offer to market, there's sometimes people are stuck for 2 weeks, for months, or years even. Like, we can solve it in a day or two. Let's just go talk to 10, 20, 50 people. Yep. Let's go chat with people, go connect with people. All the answers are in their heads, not ours. They tell us what we want, then we bring it to them. They're like, oh my gosh, it's like you're reading my mind. So I love that you just applied that. You're talking with people, you're split testing, you're getting all the info. If you ever do ads again, if you ever fully recover, right, to go even faster, then you're going to know what to say, because you've already had all the conversations.
Right.
That's cool. Right. So, who's doing the curating? Who's doing of the list? Who's sifting through all the lead? Oh, you didn't really have to that much, because you had them all come.
You didn't have to that much, right? Yeah. So, that was a strategy that I used. Another strategy. This is like, maybe I shouldn't share this, but I'm going to share it because it's a really good one.
Do it.
So I looked at like, okay, who has my audience and who is asking them to pay them? So I looked at who's teaching people to become coaches and create courses. So then you just sign up for their program too. You get put into their Facebook group of all their clients, and then you're just like, hey.
Oh, you're in here too. Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's what we've been doing, and that's been working really, really good, because you go into like, Facebook is my jam. We did LinkedIn for a while and stuff, but like Facebook is just, everyone is there. So it doesn't matter who your target audience is, they're going to be there,
Over 2 billion active users per month. There's going to be a few pockets for people there. It's true. It's still like the big brother, the big dog in the room, for sure. So I love that second strategy going in. We use the phrase like complementary groups. It's not competitive, it's complementary, where, hey, you're doing this. It's like, cool, I don't solve that problem. And in fact, anyone watching this, if you're in the FlowChat fam already, or you're just joining this group, reach out to us. Look at our member list. If you want a warm intro, we're happy to make an intro. We have member meets for our growth and pro members, where it's like we're actually facilitating deals in commerce. FlowChat solves one problem. There's all these other problems to be solved, and there's plenty of talent. There's some very talented people in our community. Go to them. We'll make an intro for you, And so I love that you're thinking in that like abundant, like and complimentary way. It's fun, it's natural, it's really cool. Okay, off the soapbox with that one. Tell us a little bit more about Systems with Strategies.
So it is a platform that we developed, and it really came out of necessity for my business. So I've been coaching for the last 7 years, and I was really tired of having all of my systems and softwares that I was using in so many different places, and then using Zapier to make sure that it all like was working. We always joke that Zapier is the glue that holds your business together, because without it, like, you're screwed.
100%.
So we were looking at like, how can we really simplify things for our clients? Because I'm very like client experience, client journey driven. And we had like our courses in one place and our community in another place. And we would have clients who would sign up and get into the community. And after like 2 weeks, even after having an onboarding call and everything, they're like, well, where's the course? And we're like, it's over here. You have to come to this side. And then same thing, there'd be people who would sign up for the course. And they're like, I thought there was a community. And we're like, it is.
Oh, you got to jump through that hoop.
Yeah. So we're like, how can we put these two things together and do it in a way that makes sense and is easy, but it also functions kind of like Facebook. You know, you have personal messages, you can do GIFs, you can do like integrate it with Zoom. Like, so there was all of these things. And my previous company that I had was a web development company. And so I went back to my team and I said, hey, this is what I want. So they built me this software and it's freaking awesome and we loved it. And then all my other friends who were coaches, I would tell them about how awesome this is. And they're getting better client results and more testimonials and everything because it was easy for them. It was easy for us. That they're like, well, we want it too. So we decided that we'd put it together into a platform to have other coaches to run their businesses because it makes things so much more simple when it's all in one place.
We have, in any business model, we've got to keep the customer in mind. Mm-hmm. What is their experience? And we've all been a part of everyone like listening, watching this right now is a very, very heavy entrepreneur, business owner, sales, marketing professional. What have we all experienced? A course, a program, a mastermind, etc. Oh, I just got plugged into Slack. Oh, I'm in Voxer. This one's in Telegram. Now, or I'm in Kajabi over here. It's just all over the place. In how many? I'm sure everyone listening here. I know I've never done this. Where you buy something and then you never consume the course. I'm sure no one's ever. And part of the reason is you're like, oh shoot, I bought that thing. Where is the thing? And then it just becomes this thing that you're 2 weeks, 4 weeks away from. And then to even do it, I got to like dig through emails. I don't want to get stuck in email again or find the log. It's a headache. Being in one place, it solves a major problem. And I'm sure everyone listening, watching has experienced that. Mm-hmm. Creating something that's smooth for your customer, it'll make you feel better selling it too. You're like, no, we've got a really good offering system and experience. It's all in one place. It's so easy. You'll love it. So
yeah. And then we do automation on top of that. So you can automate your
Do tell.
Because I'm all about automation. So you can automate like celebrations when people do certain things. You can
gamification. Is that what I heard you just say?
They do gamification in it, yes. So like one of my favorites is, so we teach people how to create an avatar. And that when you are very first doing it, it can be a little tricky and you don't usually get it the first time. So as soon as they finish watching that lesson, I send them a personal message and I say, hey, I just saw you finish this course. I can't wait to meet your avatar. If you need some additional resources, here's a great podcast that I did. So one, I'm now getting them to start listening to my podcast, but I'm enriching their client journey and helping them exactly where they're at. And they feel like I'm right there with them and I'm holding their hand throughout the entire journey. But literally I work about 10 minutes a day in that business.
Wow. That's freaking awesome. Okay. So you get them set up where it's all in one place, and then you can have email and or SMS.
Yep.
Reach out, say, hey, so, you can see what they're engaging with. Is that what's creating the trigger? What's creating the trigger?
Yeah, it's when they finish certain things or do certain things inside the course itself or inside the community. So if they make their first post or if they comment on someone, like we have, they get points for pretty much anything that they do. And then we have an entire store of just like mini courses, little lessons, Facebook Lives I've done, stuff like that, where they can use their points to then buy them. So
oh my gosh, you have a marketplace in there?
Yes. So when it comes to like a membership, that has been amazing because people stay longer because they're like, well, I keep earning these points and then I can buy more things. So they keep paying you more money per month because they're getting more things for free.
Yeah. And you've created oh my gosh, like, we need more gamification in FlowChat. That's gonna be awesome. We got to keep. I love that setup. That's really powerful. So systems with strategies is a tool that allows you to you're combining like Kajabi and Slack together. You're combining like Kajabi and a Facebook group together. Yeah. And in one place it has built-in automations and gamification. And I think it's a good time to tell everyone right now that you're so good at because she's so good at systems and putting this all together, she's actually in the process of selling. Can I share? Because like you're about to go live on a boat, and I think people will find that, interesting. What kind of boat are we talking about here?
We're looking at a 50-foot catamaran.
That's awesome. And where's this boat gonna live?
In the ocean somewhere.
Great play. So what ocean are we starting in?
It depends, because there's different boats that we're looking at. So some of them are in Greece, some are in France, some are in the Caribbean. So it just depends on which one.
Are you going like deep sea, or are you going like, staying along the coast, or how?
Well, we want to cross oceans, so we'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
That's intense. How many kids do you have?
I have 4.
He has 4 kids. He's gonna live on a boat, and you're in the process of selling your house so that you can go do this boat. What inspired the boat adventure?
Well, I mean, I grew up sailing, but my husband about 5 years ago was watching YouTube and came across this couple that's what they did. What? And he was like, that sounds awesome. And I'm like, no, I've been sailing. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just kept thinking about it. And so about a year ago, I was like, well, if this is really what we're going to do, let's get the business set up to where if we want to do it, that we could. So we started working on that process, and the business got to a point where I could do that if I wanted to. And we're like, okay, let's go for it. And the kids are all on board and are super excited. And so, yeah.
So systems and operations is your superpower.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I heard. You're like, idea. It's like, okay, well, if we're going to implement, you're like, boom, 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 boom. Here's how we do it. Position the business this way. And then you just start going.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I love and appreciate people like you, Brooke, so much. I got 1,000 ideas a minute, and we're witnessing some of them being executed right now, right? But I appreciate that strength. I thank you for spending some time coming out here today. Let's go. If you guys are leaning into systems with strategy, and you want, like, this is what she's offering, it's a really big deal. It helps you sell because it totally boosts your offering, and it simplifies kind of all the tech that you're dealing with in your business. It's a really strong offering. So here's System with Strategies. Check out, I love this GIF. You guys have seen this GIF? Welcome aboard. And now you see the tie-in with the boat. I didn't even realize this at first. That's how we got into the conversation. So let's simplify your online business. You can book a demo with Brooke just by going to systemswithstrategy.com and learn more about the tech that she's put together, and how this applies to your offer. Anything else, Brooke, you'd want to add here?
I don't think so. Like, the biggest thing that I don't want is for entrepreneurs, coaches, like, to not get their message out there and their mission out there because the tech is the thing that's stopping them.
Yeah.
So, because I see that so many times that tech is overwhelming. It's scary that, like, if things don't work, it's super frustrating. And I've seen that time and time again with my clients. And so I want to, like, that was our whole purpose of creating this, is we wanted to take all of that stress away. So that way you can just do what it is that you are really good at. And for most coaches and business owners, it's interacting with their clients. It's like staying in their zone of genius. And tech is usually not people's zone of genius if they're building a coaching business. So,
but that's your power zone.
Yeah, that's the part I love. Like, I actually hired coaches to coach my clients. Not that I didn't like it, but I was like, I would much rather stay in the back end and like play with code.
That's awesome. 2 very important skill sets. And I was in that bucket. Me dealing with too much tech, as we were just sharing earlier before coming on live here, and the previous software company that we built and sold a couple of years ago. I had started destroying my body. I had to get blood work done, and my heart was doing weird things. I had like all these like ulcers on my tongue, so it was like hard to eat and drink. Apparently, as I was sharing with you, I have limits, and you have to eat and sleep and go to the bathroom, and it's like, this mortal body. So yeah, it like SOPs, tech, and systems changed my life around. I didn't. That wasn't my natural language or like what helped me succeed in business, but it allowed me to actually stay in business and grow to now. Now it's like business it's actually enjoyable and possible, and not just someday I hope, I wish. So thank you for all that you do. Hey, that's the what. I like to end, we'll end here with this question. I always like to ask people that are putting themselves out there, creating courses, contributing to the world. It's a vulnerable place to do that. And why? Why, Brooke, do you put yourself out there to serve others in this way?
Well, I learned this very early on because I actually am pretty introverted. And when before I started all of this, like when I was a teenager, I wouldn't even like pick up the phone to order pizza because I'd have to talk to someone I didn't know. Like that's how introverted that I was, but I had learned so many things because I love learning and figuring things out, and like, give me a problem, please. I want to solve it, So I had figured all of this stuff out. And I thought about the girl who was sitting at her computer and being like, I really want to get this out there, and I just don't know how. And my heart goes out because I know how. And so that person is my driver. So anytime that things are hard, anytime that I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, I think about her. And if I am not here to help her and serve her, what is her life going to look like? Because I am not courageous enough to show up. So. Wow,
that's freaking woo! Does anyone else feel that? That was powerful. That's awesome, Brooke. It's so cool to hear. You, everyone has their own art, and when what's created from the heart's felt by the heart. And so it's like when that's all connected, it's like it's just so cool to see it play out, and you're living it, and we get to experience it with you. So that's cool. Thank you so much for jumping on today.
Yeah, thank you. This has been awesome.
Hey, FlowChat fam, also thank you for listening today. We have some crazy talented FlowChat members in the FlowChat fam, and we're talking about all things sales, marketing, business, life, how it all comes together. It can be really lonely because it's a lot of work and you can feel stuck at different times, but it doesn't have to be lonely. This is the spotlight where you can come and connect and hear from other entrepreneurs that are just like you, that are just like me, that are finding, making a way, not just finding a way, they're making a way. So appreciate you spending your time here. We'll be back with some more success stories because people are winning every single day, and we're doing this so you can also be one of them. We'll see you guys next time.